Vice Chair, it's great to see everyone. Good Thursday morning. HB 1349 aims to build on previous efforts made by this legislature in ensuring the history of communism is made part of the required instruction for K through 12 public schools, of which the bill provides for a framework for the creation of a task force in connection with Department of Education to develop an age-appropriate curriculum for recommendations to be provided to the Department of Education, the legislature, and the governor. The task force shall also make recommendations to the legislature regarding creation of a Florida Museum of Communism History. The bill also directs Department of Education to develop standards and provides a mechanism for local school boards to affirm integration of such material into the classroom. That is the bill.
Thank you, sir. Are there any questions of the sponsor? A lot of hands over there. We will go to Representative Waldron. You are recognized.
Thank you. I have a couple questions. My first question is, I'm just wondering what prompted this bill.
You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, this was the idea, the concept was actually brought to me through a constituent, of which, you know, I think it's important, especially K through 12, that we are, you know, resisting the normalization of some of this theoretical conversation around the abstract of communism, and making sure we're actually having a conversation about not just theoreticals, but how it's played out in history.
Any follow-up, Representative? You're recognized.
So I'm wondering in kindergarten what that would look like. Why wouldn't you just be talking about political systems or governments in general, and why not start with maybe talking about capitalism instead of communism?
You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill would not preclude that conversation. This is actually the first stop, Representative Waldron, so this is a conversation that we can continue to have in terms of, you know, I mean, it is meant to be, it specifically states age appropriate in the bill, but it's a conversation we can continue to have at future stops as it relates to where the best place to start might be.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Representative, follow-up?
Sorry. No, I just would like to follow up with you later. I would appreciate that. Thanks.
All right, thank you. We're going to go, before going to Ranking Member Valdez, we're going to go to Representative Nixon for a question.
Thank you, Chair. First of all, happy Black History Month, everyone. So this is interesting to me because we're already teaching about communism in middle and high school, correct? So I don't understand what the purpose of teaching kindergartners and elementary school students about communism is. Can you tell me, like, why are we going that route?
Representative, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I believe that was asked and answered, and it's 7th grade in high school currently.
Do you have a follow-up?
I do. So on line 42 in the bill, you mentioned cultural Marxism. What does that mean? Is there an explicit definition for that?
There is, and I'd be happy to get that to you, Representative.
Okay.
Thank you.
Representative, one more follow-up?
No.
No? Okay. No. We will now go to our ranking member. Valdez, you are recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. And I didn't have an opportunity to talk to you beforehand about this bill. I didn't read until late last night. My question to you is, can you describe what that curriculum would look like in kindergarten?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ranking Member, thank you so much for that question. I think that's a big rationale for having the task force and working with the Department of Education and developing that age and developmentally appropriate curriculum for each age group and each grade.
Thank you. Ranking Member, is there another question?
Yes, sir. Thank you. So this, according to your bill, this act shall take effect July 1st of 2024. So how soon is this task force going to be ready to make that determination for the next school year, which would be in August.
You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Ranking Member, thank you so much for that question. So the bill provides for dates for appointments from the governor by August 1st, 2024, and the task force shall provide recommendations, as I mentioned in the beginning, to the Department of Education, the legislature, and the governor by July 1st, 2025, of which it would be implemented in the 2026, 2027 calendar year.
Follow-ups?
Follow-up.
Yes, thank you. So back to line 42, where we talk about, actually, line 41, 42, which says the philosophy and lineages of communist thought, including cultural Marxism. Cultural Marxism, isn't that a very politically charged terminology that's being used?
You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't know, is it?
Is,
Follow-up, Ranking Member?
is that a question for me? Because I'll answer it. I say yes.
Well,